posted for the day. As you can see, a lot of coming and going here. Even though there's restricted people, they're still here. There's a few people watching. And what happens is, between you and me, I've noticed about 2 runs before they actually run, people will come here, they'll look and they will study just to make sure, get the feel. Sometimes they bring their dogs close so that they're ready to go in. These dogs are used to trialling. They know when they go in there to the post, they're waiting for their command. And as we can see, somebody is making their way to the post, waiting for their command. And I think we've got a little message as well. Good luck, the Scottish team, and especially to Eleanor Nielsen. She is a really great handler from Camilla in Stockholm, Sweden. Well, thanks for that message, Camilla. And thank you for all the messages that's coming in from all over the world. Getting ready, over to you.
Next to run is Eleanor Nielsen. She ran in the brace yesterday. Had a very good run. She's originally from Sweden, but moved to Scotland 6 years ago. And she's run at the International 4 times. Very capable handler. She manages a farm in Perthshire with 500 ewes and 60 cattle. Asked what she likes to do in her spare time, she said drink Scottish whiskey as a Swedish Viking. So make of that what you want, Paddy.
I see your dog has a Middery prefix. Some of these Swedes are very good, and we've seen Mossa and a lot of just go back to Sweden now, so we don't have them in Scotland anymore. But
being as Middery is Lotta's and Moss's prefix.
Yeah, yes. So
yeah, big miss Mossa. I hope he's, and Lotta, I hope they're both watching this live streaming. It'd be nice to see you back. You're very welcome. But next time move to England.
Yeah, he was a valuable. They were a valuable pair for Scotland to get, but so was Eleanor by the looks of things.
Yes. Pulling that dog away earlier. Yeah. Just affected that lift slightly.
I think 9 out of 10 right-handed outruns, you kind of need to stop a little bit short there just to catch him.
Yeah, the dog's going to the right bit, but the guys at the top are holding the sheep to give everybody a fair crack, and it's knowing when to pull that dog away, because some dogs can lift sheep at 5 yards and some dogs can lift sheep at 35 yards. It depends on the dog. They've all got that varying power and prowess. They've accepted the dog though.
I'd imagine this is one of her brace dogs, and they look very nice yesterday. And
yeah, very professional.
And lovely balance and nice under.
This is another son of Ricky Hutchinson's sweep, and Lotta Magnusson's Kate is the dam.
This is a nice start, Mike, isn't it? She really has them just tipping along happily.
Listen to her little quiet whistles, keeping everything calm.
Just when you say that this one's by sweep, she looks very like Ricky's Maya even there, doesn't she?
Yes. I'm not saying Eleanor looks your typical Swedish girl, 6'6" blonde. But a very, very good handler. I've watched her a lot and got a magical way with sheep.
She is very quiet because the microphone's right there.
But that dog's picking up every whistle, every command. You see that sweep trait in them there. Look at that tucked in behind. Trotted away right in the centre. Dog just turned to listen. Big flank whistle now for the turn. She stopped him. She's just trying to make sure they're through. She knows she is, and then she goes for it. Excellent.
I think that was one of the nicest first legs of drives I've seen today. I've seen a couple, but I think that's up there with them. She's making this look very effortless, isn't she?
Yeah, just very confident. Trusts the dog implicitly. He's trusting her. He's taking every direction she gives him.
Just going up the drive though, you can see her timing, and you can see how good she is there. She just gives it just a little bit before it happens, and saw the dog miss one whistle just there, and but she's on top of it all.
I've often watched these brace runners running in the singles, and I don't know if it's just me. Do they do it more quietly because they're used to running two dogs and don't want to upset the apple cart, or is it just a figment of my imagination?
I don't know, I can't comment on the brace anyway because I find it hard enough to run one.
Yeah, me as well. It's a great talent how these boys run two dogs and girls. Sun's bursting through now. Colours are changing on the field for each line. That's nice. That is very nice.
I thought she was a little bit low, and then you could see the sheep looking into the gap line. She was perfect. They're giving her lots of time though. She has them so settled there, and that turn there, they nearly stopped to wait for you.
Bit of flank there. Wants to keep them coming into the centre of the ring.
The wind is getting up out there a bit, Mike, because I can see the odd thing blowing over.
Yes, whether that'll have any effect on the whistles. I know sheep can get affected by the wind blowing. This is what you call trialling.
Well, Kid has taken everything. It was just that one little whistle missed on the drive, and then a little bit of a look back. But I've seen a couple of dogs look back on the drive there, and there must be just a little bit up near the gates where the hearing's not great.
A little bit of echo, yes. The Scots and the Swedes will be hoping everything goes to plan here. And it's great that these people can come from abroad and take jobs
And beat us.
and yes, that probably bit shouldn't be allowed, but
Well, the judges, if they knew what they're at, they'd keep the foreigners out there, wouldn't they?
yes.
Wouldn't have that Sergio fella coming over winning nationals all the time.
Yeah. That's it. She steps in, then steps back to take the pressure off. Readjusts. Just imagining the breeding with Lotta Magnuson's Little Bitch and Sweep, that they'll all be good shedding dogs. Teasing them off the front, but there's a collared one there. There's a thing you can get tied up concentrating, and like Ali made a mistake yesterday, he didn't even see the red collar. There it is. Bang. Look at the three behind, just looking, admiring the dog's work. They've not broken away.
She has them asleep there.
Yes. I'd just like to see them regroup them before they proceed to the pen, but she's got them on a good line. They went in, swirled round, but she didn't. That was good handling. She didn't step forward and burst them out. She just waited till they were settled.
It is nice to watch these quiet handlers, Mike. Seamus Gallagher from Ireland there, he ran yesterday. He can be very quiet too. Not something I'm particularly good at, but I do remember Penn Macno telling me years ago that, you know, the more you lower down your whistles, the more the dogs often strain to hear, and he said they can get very good at listening, you know. So I do admire these handlers that can work quietly, and sure, there's no reason why we couldn't talk.
It's just the excitement, the adrenaline, and it's one of those sports where you're out there on your own and all the competitors' eyes are on you, and you don't notice them when your dog's on its outrun. It's when you come to shedding and you can just see how many people are actually watching you. And some people just take it in the stride, others it just affects.
Well, when you're like Eleanor, a lot of people are watching you because you've got a good run up and it's almost about to get there. Just want a clean single to cap it off. She's getting a bit close to the edge there, so she'll probably come back and reset.
I don't know if she's got a watch on herself, but I wouldn't have said the run's been slow. It's just been methodical and at the right pace. She doesn't want one of those runs where she said, oh, if only I had. She's going to step back.
She's skating close to the edge now. If it all works, it works. It's great. But if you've any little bit of a mistake there, it'd be very simple for something to get out.
Yes, you definitely don't want them out the ring. She's there at the... There's one at the back. And the one at the front's always tucked in. Yeah, you've got to shed the one off the...
Now we're rocking.
Yeah.
Well,
And there are about two red ones at the back.
but she has them stringing out nice there. If she can keep them at that there, she might be able to pick something out of it.
There we go.
That must be a good run, Mike.
Yeah, not the most positive single. A bit of water in there, but very good run. Punches the air. Well done, Ellie. Look at her smiling at the dog. Well done, lad. Good boy.
So we're going to break for the brace now fairly shortly, and so after that, then when we come back, it'll be a lot of the dogs that were highly placed in the national. It'll be all, that's the last of the 4th place dogs. We're down into 1st, 2nd and 3rd after this. Well, in the other order, 3rd, 2nd and 1st. So we should be seeing some, well, the very top of them now. Expect we'll hand over to Ellen now in a second, and she'll probably talk to Eleanor before she gets away on us.
Here's just a review of the scores again. Kelvin Broad 310, Jim Scriven 391, Toddy Lamb 325, Andrew Hewson 292, Dewi Jenkins 345, Adam Ledger 352, James McLaughlin 363, Neil Gillen 330. And Dylan Edwards with Jet on 365, Michael Davison for England 356. Next one, how do you say it, Paddy?
Keelan Byrne with his Jack Dog on 362, and then Sean Morgan finished it off there with Middery, came at 315.